Here are some tips and tricks to doing the greatest salesman in the world 3 times a day, 7 days a week for a total of 10 months. Let's get started with this. The first thing that you should do is this. Once you're getting up in the morning, the first thing you should do is read the scrolls. Now that sounds easy. It sounds basic. Of course, that's what it says in the book. Of course that it says in the books. But the everyday experience is that it's not always easy long term as you think it is. So the best thing to do if you're doing the scrolls, if you're starting with the scrolls, if you're in with the scrolls, and you're looking for a groove for that, the best thing you can do is this. As soon as you get up, get out of bed, obviously. Don't lay in bed, do the scrolls. Get out of bed, move. Even if you're pacing back and forth, reading the scrolls. That's the first thing you do of the day. Where you're drinking your water or juice or whatever. The very first thing. Now, what's going to happen is your subconscious is going to fight against that. Everything is going to fight against that because there's other things you got to do. Seriously? It's got to be done anyway. And if you have that habit, then you can't forget it. Then you don't have the problem getting to the afternoon and you don't have them done yet. So do this as a very first thing if you're serious about doing the scrolls for the total of 10 months, that you don't slip up on it. Because if you missed one reading, it's you're just cheating yourself. For the afternoon reading, as soon as you get finished eating, as soon as you take the last bite, do the scrolls immediately. And if you have to let the people around you know that you're doing a scroll, whatever, just do it. Do it. Go to the bathroom, whatever. Make it a habit. As soon as you finish eating, do it. In the evening, I'm doing the scrolls the second time myself. And the first time I did it was doing the videos. So I couldn't lay in bed and do the video, obviously. But now, just shortly before I get in bed, when I get my pajamas on, so to speak, my pajamas on, then I do the scrolls just before I go to sleep. And it's amazing because it really ignites everything in me for the next day. So I'm planning my next day and so forth. I'm much, much, much better with that by doing this shortly before I go to bed. It's amazing. And especially before you go to bed, the last couple of hours. No news, no papers, no things that are going in the world. Who cares? Take care of yourself first. Be the change that you want to see in the world. That's why you should do this shortly before your bed and forget about any kind of news, any kind of bad things or anything, because you're taking that to with yourself in bed, you're dreaming about it, and it's basically forming your life for you. Why not form your life with the scrolls every single day, 3 times a day? That's basically it. This is a very short video. I just want to put it to a point because at the beginning everything is easy. Over a long term, things happen. People try to take you away from it and say, forget it, and even people that love you try to sabotage you at times, not realizing they're sabotaging you. And you will sabotage yourself for sure. Believe me, sooner or later you'll start sabotaging yourself. But it won't happen that easy or at all if you have everything in stone. In the morning right away as soon as you get up. In the afternoon as soon as you take your last bite. I do the scrolls. It's automatically. You get your pajamas on or whatever you do shortly before you can't lay in your bed before you do the scrolls. Period. And if you get that done, it'll be a dream for you and it'll be a big growth. So you're not having to worry about fighting against something. You can worry about the content of the scrolls. And if you can't concentrate on the content of the scrolls all the time because you have so many things going on in your life when you're reading the scrolls, then pace back and forth and read it to yourself, even out loud if you have to. That will help you concentrate on the content of the scroll every day because it's so repetitious. Thank you very much. Much love from Frankfurt, Germany. Your Stephen Meeker, the guy who did all of the scrolls on YouTube and is doing it again because he loves it so much. All the best to you and peace. Bye-bye.